Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Zydash here. Welcome back to another tutorial video. Today we're back at it again with the tutorials because it's been many weeks since we have done one. I think the last one we did was Pizza Hut, and that was like in September, so I really need to step up my game. So today I'm making it up with doing like one of your favorite YouTubers.
Hey, how's it going, bros? My name is
PAINFULPVP. He's a Minecraft PvPer. If you guys are excited about this tutorial and want to see more in the future, so make sure you subscribe if this is your first time and leave a freaking like on the video right now. Just stop what you're doing and scroll down and hit those two buttons. Cool? Sounds good. Alright, so of course we're gonna give you some background on this nice young fellow who does the PvPs, and his thumbnails are pretty simple. It's a screenshot, the text, an arrow. Most of the time it's an arrow, and like he has this inner glow of, you know, random colors. It can be a different color each game. Sometimes he outlines player, and since he is a Minecraft PvPer, that's usually what the screenshot is comprised of, and he just has some other stuff. I'm scrolling down now and I'm seeing that he had a different style of making his text, but it would take some time for me to do this. I mean, I know what he did for this, but if you guys want me to do a tutorial on how he did his text like this as well, let me know. But we're gonna focus on the simpler text in Photoshop for this tutorial to make it easier for you guys. And of course, the things you need the replay mod this time to take the screenshots of the PvP moments, Photoshop, and of course Minecraft. Okay, let's get right into the tutorial. All right, so first off, I already got my replay mod recording. What you want to do is make sure that you have the replay mod to record multiplayer servers, and I've done that. I joined a server, Hypixel, went to a Skywars round, and then I just played randomly. Now you don't have to win the fight, it doesn't really matter. And so this is what I'm going to be screenshotting. Now it's me fighting this person with a weird name, Poker. So usually you start in spectator mode like this, and then you can move around. And in order to go into the first person view of any player in the game, all you gotta do is get really close until you see your cursor or your crosshair pop up, and then you can left click and boom, just like that, you're in the first person. Now we just got to get our screenshot. So I'm going to hit escape and F1 so that that's the only thing that you see. If you want, you can keep it like this. I have the thing on the side because he likes to do that. It doesn't matter to him, but I'm going to just hit F1 so it's nothing but the person, and then hit F2, and just like that you got your screenshot. Now we can take this screenshot and go to Photoshop. You can exit out of the replay if you want to, but I'm just gonna keep it handy just in case. All right, now that you've gotten your screenshot, what you want to do is open up Photoshop, go to File, click New. You know the drill, and we're gonna call this tutorial. I think this is the 11th tutorial or 10th. I might be wrong. Okay, so first of all, we're going to go and get our screenshots. So scroll all the way down, go to Place Embedded, and then just go to your screenshots wherever you save your screenshots of Minecraft 2 and pull it up. So the most recent one should be all the way at the bottom. So once you find it, just double click it, drag it to one corner, and just drag the other corner until it fills with the whole screen. Now, actually, we're going to make it a little bigger, so hold shift and drag it, and just drag it and drag it until it's a nice little reasonable size. And now we're going to rotate this a little as well so that it looks a little more dynamic, and make the person centered if you like. Hit enter once you're done, and now hold alt, use the scroll wheel to zoom in and out. By the way, we should be good. And actually, I think I'm going to tilt this a little more because it looks like it is not tilted at all. I'm gonna make it bigger. You're free to adjust it any way you want, as I always say. Okay. Nice. Okay, so what we're going to do next, and this is optional, I went ahead and took a screenshot of like my sword swinging. So like you left click, and right as it's left clicking, quickly hit F2. Now I did it on my first try luckily, and we have it here. So that's the sword right there. And I'm also using a PvP texture pack, which was actually made by one of my good fans, Darks MC. So shout out to him. He made it a while back, and he really spent some time on it, a lot of hard work, so I'm thankful for that. So if you guys want to use it for this tutorial, the link is down below in the description. I'm not sure if he made it official though, but I just wanted to let you guys know because he deserves the kudos and stuff from all of you guys. Okay, so hit enter once you got it placed, and then we're gonna right click the screenshot, and we're gonna click rasterize layer, which allows us to do whatever we want to this screenshot. Now we're going to go over here to where it says rectangular marquee tool, and we're just going to delete the crosshair like that, and you'll know why just in a second. Now we're going to go 2 down to the tool that says magic wand tool, and we're just going to click anywhere on this blue area, which is the sky, hit delete, and it's basically like a green screen or a chroma key, so it makes it easier for you to get rid of unwanted parts of the background. And now we just have the sword and the hotbar, which actually gives me a great idea. I think we're going to incorporate the hotbar into this as well. So hit Control T to transform this, and now hold Shift, and we're going to make it larger. It's large enough and should be like right here. And I'm gonna rotate it. And I'm going to make this a little bigger. And yeah, I'm gonna keep the hotbar. I wasn't going to originally, and now I'm going to move this a little to the right so that it's right there. Okay, that's looking good. What a great way to improvise. We got the hotbar, and it's okay if the hotbar looks like this. I did it on purpose to make it more abstract. You know, abstract is like when it's not perfect, or like how people usually do things, which is, it's like an artist term, but I digress. Okay, so now we're gonna add the actual inner glow of the thumbnail, which I mentioned earlier. So to do that, we're going to go to the rectangle tool, which is near the bottom, and then we're just gonna drag random space. Obviously it doesn't have to be the right size. We're going to disable the stroke or the outline, and I'm just gonna leave it like this. And now we're gonna go to the move tool all the way at the top, you can't miss it, and we're going to hit Control T, drag it to one corner, and just make it the size of the thumbnail. After we got it in the right size, hit enter, and now we're gonna go double click it, go to inner glow, and now we got the inner glow, but we gotta make it like, you can make it any color you want actually, because he chooses random colors. I'm going to make it a nice light blue or dark blue, whichever one works. It's a glow. It doesn't have to be too bright because it's a glow, so it's going to automatically be made lighter. Okay, now we're going to change the size like this. We're going to bring down the opacity to something around 30. In the 30s is good. Yeah, it's looking good now. Just going to bring the size a little bit larger, like that. That should be good. So the size 213 I have it here, but of course you can change it to whatever you want. And since I increase the size, I'm going to in turn lower the opacity so that it's not like right in your face. So opacity 29, 28, you know, even or odd number, I'm gonna do even, so 28. Okay, now it's starting to remind me of Painful PvP, not to toot my own horn. So the next thing we're gonna do, I guess we can go ahead and add the text now. So go to the T in the tools, you can't miss it. And what are we gonna type here? Let's type something generic, of course. Insane, and then combo, exclamation mark, of course. Actually, the exclamation mark looks a little too spaced out, so never mind. And he uses the font Grow Bold, linked in the description for that as well. And now we're going to resize this, make it smaller because, you know, it's looking a little too big. So we're gonna select one of the words and then shift and then click the other one, hit Control T, and now we're just going to reduce the size of them. And I think we're gonna put it in the top left. And the top left seems good. No. Alright, and of course we're going to center this, although it looks pretty fine. So we're going to go back to the move tool, and we're going to move insane so that it is in the right place with combo. Move combo over it as well. So that is centered. Okay, that looks about right. I'm going to move it down a little, and then I'm going to move this down. Perfect, perfect. And now we're going to add the effects to the text. So double click insane, or either one you like. I'm gonna go to drop shadow, and then you can just copy down what you see here. Just pause the video and do that. Then we're going to go to inner glow, and I'm just going to change this back to white and reduce the size. We'll get back to that later. Now we're gonna go back to gradient overlay, and he has this custom gradient, so I'm just gonna go here, click the gradient, and then these are the colors that make up the gradient. So what I have here, double click this for the darker color at the bottom, copy down this code, and yeah, paste it in there. Once you're done, hit OK. And for the lighter color, which is the one on the top, double click this and copy down this code as well. So just copy down the code, and paste it in the right place, and you'll be fine. So hit OK. And now we're gonna go back to the inner glow. I'm gonna raise the opacity a little. It likes to have that heavy inner glow. So we're gonna put it 30, looks good, and raise the opacity to, okay, 53. All right, 53, good. And that's it for the text. Now, to make this easier, just right click the text that you just added the effects to, click copy layer style right here, right click the other one, and then click paste layer style, and it should paste the layer style just like that. Easy peasy. Okay, so I'm going to move this screenshot over because the text is really getting in the way. No biggie, shouldn't be that hard. There we go. And now we're almost done. So all we gotta do is add like an arrow, a nice arrow, because he likes to use arrows. I like to use arrows. You like to use arrows, you know, so it's expected. So I'm going to go and pull up my arrow right now. And of course, if you want to find an arrow, or if you don't have one, just Google it online and you should find one like this. Now we got some work to do with this arrow, but well, we'll save that for later. Okay, so first off, I'm going to put it underneath the text. If it's not underneath the text, just go into your layers and drag it underneath combo and insane. And we're gonna hold shift and just drag it out so that it becomes bigger. And of course, we're gonna be pointing in the general direction of the girl. Now, of course, it's not curved enough for it to point directly at the girl in this screenshot, but that is completely fine, right? Okay, so we're going to right click combo and click copy layer style again, and we're going to right click the arrow and we're going to click paste layer style, because it has in general some of the same effects, but we're going to change the color overlay. So we're going to double click arrow. We're going to uncheck gradient overlay. We're going to go to color overlay, and I already got mine set to red, which is good. Of course, just click the color and then just drag it to the top right corner and just drag this thing here on the right of that all the way down to the bottom. It should be good. Once you're done, click OK. And I think I'm gonna adjust the inner glow as well. So maybe lower the opacity a little, and then raise the size. So the size 58. All right. And once you're done with that, hit OK. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. You don't need to add a brightness or contrast or any of that. And in my opinion, this was pretty simple, and we're done. So clap your hands, pat yourself on the back. You did it, guys. And in my opinion, this is one of the simpler thumbnails to make, because like I said before, the screenshot, the text, one more screenshot, an arrow, inner glow, and you're done basically. Just add the effects and all that stuff, and yeah. So boys and girls, this was how to make thumbnails like PAINFULPVP. What a guy. Check out his channel, and yeah, leave a like on the video if you guys want to see more thumbnail tutorials, and of course feel free to comment your suggestions down below. Now I'm probably gonna start holding polls on Twitter of which YouTuber to do for each next tutorial, so that I want to see what's in demand, and I'm probably gonna do it like every week. So hopefully I am able to upload these thumbnail tutorials every week as well, starting from now or next week, who knows. But yes, thank you all so much for watching. Have an awesome day. Don't forget to subscribe on your way out, like the video, and comment your suggestions, and I will see you in the very next video. Talk to you guys later.